This kid's fire.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother? What's that? What's that, brother? Brother, what's that, brother? What's that? What's that, brother? Brother, brother, what's that? What's that, brother? What's that? What's that, brother? Brother, what's that, brother? What's that? What's that, brother? Brother,
Yes, boys. Welcome back to another stream. Hopefully, you guys are all doing well. Smash the likes. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. Fucking hell, you guys in the chat, man, are so negative, man. Are you seeing the state of this? LB, we ain't in a title race. Shut the fuck up. Nah, for real, man. You guys are throwing in the towel already. Yeah.
Nah, that's
You fucking
defeatist
wet
stuff,
wipe,
man.
mate.
Honestly, if you have thrown in the towel, I want to see who. Like, show yourself in the chat because I want to call you out personally. I want
There's
to.
fucking loads of them, mate. Yeah, there's fucking loads of them who've also, yeah, Warwick Trim, man. I don't, bro. What the hell?
Oh, got a little burst fade.
Oh, you got the thing going as well. Yeah. That's sick, man.
Bro, I'm just making the most of my hair while I still have it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah, you going? Was you going the same way as me, bro?
yeah, bro. And like, what I need to do is I need to get back onto YouTube, find some sponsor who'll pay for me to get a transplant, and then
Yeah, I get it, man. I hear it.
because
Bro.
it doesn't look great if both of us sit here with eggheads. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can rock it, but I'll just saturate it if I come along and do it as well.
Fucking the game's the game. You know what I mean? I just say I've got high testosterone and just put it on.
No, see, the thing is,
got high test, bro.
The thing is, the chat think you must have a dead hairline now. Your hair was never bad. Like, you never had a bad hairline.
Nah, it wasn't even that bad. Like, if you look at it, like, that's obviously like that, yeah. But
That's
bro,
mine.
to be honest, yeah, I always said to myself, yeah, the day that my hairline starts getting washed, I'm getting rid of it. I ain't fucking
Bro, you
about
said that to me about 5-6 years ago now. I remember.
Bro, I swear down. I said it for time. I said it from day one. I said it like, bro, if it happens to me, yeah, if I am unlucky, yeah, and have the DNA and the genes where my hair decides to fall out, I ain't fucking about, mate. Yeah, I'm just getting rid of it, bro. Yeah. Because I just can't be arsed in it. You know what I'm saying?
If you got a missus and you're chilling and you're happy, it don't really matter. You know
Bro, I'm chilling, man. You know what I mean? I don't have no stresses. So yeah, man. Honestly, it was mega as well, to be honest with you. Get it off, mate. Yeah. Come on, Lewis, he's joining the crew as well. I'm shaving, man. I'll just get it, fucking whip it off, bro. Yeah. Whip it off. Honestly, I did it, yeah. And I went to the mirror and I was thinking to myself, oh my God. I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh, it's not even fucking not even ass. Carried on with it.
Nah, you pull it off. You need a strong beard is the thing, man. You need to have a decent beard if you're gonna go egghead. Like, if I was gonna do it, I want to keep my beard shaped up nicely. You can't be going around egghead with no beard. I'm sure there's a few of them in the chat, and like, shout out to you for having the confidence, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can do that. You know what I mean? It's a different level, but like I say, I reckon I'll either shave it off in the next year or two, or else I'll go down the route of transplants. But bare people are getting them, man. The transplants. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah. Like, I people ask me like, why not just get that transplant? And I just couldn't be asked in it. If I'm gonna be honest with you, yeah, I just couldn't be bothered in it. You know, I'm like, I can't be asked in it.
You could easily find some sponsor to get yourself a little.
Yeah, but they can't, you know what they can't give me? They
What?
can't give me my time back, bro. Do you know what I mean? They can pay for my transplant. You know what I mean? I can send me out to Turkey, flights paid and that, yeah, but they can't pay me back my time. I don't want to sit on a fucking plane for 5 hours, mate. Yeah, sitting there and then go sit there in a consultation for another hour,
No, bro,
then
do
sit
the
there for
Manchester,
3
bro. Do
hours
the
while they
Manchester.
what?
Do the Manchester. I swear Jordan got a beard transplant or something in
Yeah,
Manchester.
he did. He got his done in Manchester. He got it paid for, man. But I think he got it subsidized anyway. But like at the same time, yeah, I just can't be bothered, bro. I'm chilling. I don't care, me. But like I say to people, yeah, just do something, innit? If you're worried about it, yeah, if you're worried about your hairline, bro, just do something, innit? Either whip it off or go and get a transplant. Don't just sit there, yeah, and just be like, oh, worrying about it every day, thinking, oh shit, you know what I mean? I'm losing it. Like, do something about it. Either shave it off or go get a transplant, mate. Yeah, if you're worried about it. But don't just start worrying about it, mate. Anyway,
Or a
this is
title
meant to be
talk.
a podcast, bro.
Or a title talk.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway, big up everyone, man. Yeah, come on, Bald Revolution. We would be there. We would be there, bro. What are you saying?
Bro, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm I'm confused, man. I'm confused with the City online fan base running into meltdown. Like people like if you're a recent City fan and you know you've joined the community in recent years, fairs. This might be semi new for you, or you might not be used to this kind of uncertainty in the month of fucking November. But
Mm,
this ain't new, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, look, the thing with the Newcastle game, yeah. And I'm not going to get into the ins and outs of fucking tactics and all that sort of stuff. Because that's boring. I don't want to talk about that. But we actually play well, you know. I think we actually play well. And it's games like that where small things go against you, or one or two things go against you, and all of a sudden you're up against it. Like the one or two misses earlier on in the game, like Haaland, to be fair to him, should have buried one or two, but I can give that guy a pass because he scores every other week. And then I said before they score, I was like, if they score first, it's it's difficult because that place turns into a cauldron. It's one of those places that they score first and they get their tails up. It's hard to pull it back. But we played well. We played well. We just didn't take our chances. On another day, we probably scored 3 or 4. On another day, they probably scored 3 or 4. It is what it is. But people, like, I'm seeing too much shit, man, on the timeline. Oh, Arsenal are going to run away with it, man. Arsenal, it just is Arsenal's year. Bro, shut up, man. The thing with Arsenal is, yeah, they're at this. This is the 4th year in a row. We're November going, oh, it's Arsenal's year. Arsenal. They look different this year. They look different next year. They look different last year. Bro, they look different every year. And they still find the way to fuck it up every May. So I'm not sitting there going 7 points behind them. Oh, it's over. It's over. It's over. Man, get over yourself. If you're not in it for the long haul and you're not willing to accept the twists and turns, we're not going to walk no leagues, and they're not going to walk them either. So like all this discourse and defeatist attitude and giving uppery and all this bullshit, man. This is a dogfight, man. Yeah, football's not what it used to be. We're not going to pass our way to Premier Leagues. We're not going to, Centurion type things. We're not going to out football people the way we used to. This is a dogfight now. Either you're in the dogfight with the team or you're not. That's the way I view it.
You know what it is for me, bro. Yeah, I disagree slightly on the point of we played well. I think, yeah, if you had like a scale of like like mint and dog shit, I think we were like here. Like, I don't think we were ass. I don't think we were just. The thing is, yeah, we couldn't have been that bad, mate. Because on another day we win that game. Yeah, we had bare chances. We could have had a pen, yeah, easy, right? We should have had a pen. Like on another day we win that football match. I don't think we were great or good, but I don't think we were bad. I think for me we were slightly below par. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
At a difficult place to play football. On another day, we would have won that football match. Yeah, based on the chances we had. Now, when we lose a game, if I think we played shit, I'll tell you I think we played shit. Yeah. Whether people like it or not. And I get a lot of shit when I say we play shit because I tell you my honest opinion. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Right. And obviously last year when I was telling everyone we played shit, people didn't like it. I didn't think we played shit on Saturday. I was pretty chill after the game, man. I was like, you know what? In football, sometimes that happens. You have those games where shit just goes against you. And I just think for me, on Saturday, that's what happened. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we could have been better here, we could have been better there, right? But you was in a scrap on Saturday. Now, is the problems? Of course, there's fucking problems. You know what I mean? If Haaland don't score, we don't fucking win the game, and it's another away game that we've not won. You know what I mean? Against a physical side. But we're in fucking November, mate, and we're 7 points behind Arsenal, and they think they've won the league, man. Do you know what I mean? The way they're celebrating. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think we've got into second, third gear yet. So for me, right, I'm looking at this, and I'm not just ignoring it. I'm looking at it and saying, right, lads, you got to improve. Yeah, we got to take what you just done on Saturday and talk about what we were bad at. Yeah, like the finishing, the defending in certain areas, the midfield at times, right, during the game. And we got to look to improve that. And I think Rodri coming back in will definitely help that. But it's so early in the season. Look at our fixtures coming up. Look at Arsenal's fixtures coming up. You're telling me they're not going to drop any points there? Yeah, and by the way, this is another thing, yeah. We got to beat them at the Etihad anyway. So you got to take 3 points off the 7 to start with. If you think we've got any chance of winning the league, well, you're going to assume that we're going to have to beat them at the Etihad, right? Because otherwise, like, what the fuck? Yeah. So, bro, it's so early, man. It's so early. You know, you got a whole Champions League thing to navigate through as well. And I just think, yeah, 7 points is so early to be throwing in the title. They could easily get beat next week off Chelsea. We beat Leeds, and then what? And this is the thing for me, yeah. If so, at some point this season, I think we're out the race. I'll say I think we're out the race. But what I don't want to do is say, oh, we're out of it now, and then the next week we're back in it, and then we're out of it, then we're back in it, then we're out of it. Yeah, we're in it. We're hanging on. Yeah, it's not ideal to be 7 points behind. Yeah, this early, but throwing a towel in, man, like, bro, I think it's a bit of a madness. I think it's so early. Do you know what I mean? We've still got Rodri to come back. Everyone.
Bro, the league hasn't taken its shape. The league hasn't taken its shape, man.
Everyone's just doing the most on like, oh, Rodri won't come back. He's finished. It's like, yo, I tell you what's happened here, yeah. You're having an emotional reaction to a football match, yeah, and you're looking at the most depressing scenario going. I'm seeing people saying Rodri's finished. He ain't going to come back and ever be the same again. Yeah, man. I'm looking at people saying the league's over. We're fucked. Yeah, if Haaland don't score, we're fucked, which is statistically true, but that's not going to be the same all season. Yeah, I'm just saying, boys, it's still early days. I think Pep can solve that. I think the difference is, yeah, last year, the reason why we was screwed and the reason why I said we was in a crisis after 3 games, which we were, yeah, which I was proven right with, is because we did not have the tools. We did not have the solutions to fix it. Pep didn't have the solutions or the tools to fix it. Yeah, last year. And that's why I said we was in crisis after 3 games and no one liked it. And then 10 games later, we won 1 match. The difference is now we have the tools. We've got the players. Yeah. Of course, we could have better players here, a better player there. But you're telling me you can't see a title winning team in the squad? I can, and I think Pep will find it out. But yeah, it ain't all playing happy clappy. Like, you do have to now. I think now you City. I think we've got to go on a winning run now. I think we've got to win our next 6-7 games. Yeah, if you look at our fixtures here, bro. Yeah, we got Leeds on Saturday. Yeah, 3 p.m. at home. We got to win. Fulham away, got to win. Sunderland at home, got to win. Palace away, we got to win. West Ham at home, we got to win. Forest away, we got to win. Sunderland away, we got to win before it gets tough again. Yeah, I'm sorry.
What's that? 21 points? What's that about? 21 points?
3, 6, 9, 12, 15. What is it? 18, 21.
Bro, and the thing is, you look at those games and go, "There's nothing stopping us getting 21 from 21." You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes a loss, a setback like that Newcastle game can be a good thing. It can force you to reevaluate. It can force you to reassess, and it can force you to, click into the next gear, which you need to click into. Obviously, we have deficiencies. Obviously, we have some things that either need to be tweaked by Pep. Evidently, things need to be tweaked. Like his substitutes against Newcastle were absolutely horrendous, like horrendous substitutions. Had he made better substitutions, bro, we could have won that game. There's no reason to be bringing on Savio over Marmoush. There's just not when you're in need of a goal. An actual killer is sitting on the bench, whether he's less fit than Savio or not, I don't care. He's a known killer. He's a known bagsman. And you bring on the guy who we're all sitting here wondering how many goals or assists he might get this season. Eze got more goals and assists in one game on the weekend than Savio's got in about, 12 months or something. Like, it's mental. So, Pep, look, I'm not sitting here going, oh, Savio, this is the reason he cost us the game. I think he's a dead baller, first of all, but he's not the reason we lost the game. Pep's gonna learn from this. Pep's gonna go, right, like you say, Pep has the tools. He just needs to learn when to use them, and he's going to figure that out. You also have to remember, Arsenal fucking should be 7 points clear. Arsenal should be 10 points clear. Like I said about Arsenal doing this for 4 years in a row now, they are 4 years into this potential title chase that they're in, and this is a brand new City evolution. So the fact that we're 7 points behind them is decent. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's all fine and well looking great between September, October, November, December. Loads of teams have done that. We've seen Chelsea's do that. We've seen Newcastle's do that. We've seen Wolves' do that. Loads of clubs have come along and had a few good months. But when the pressure's on, Arsenal are known to shit their pants. Yeah? They love sitting here saying things like, we're the best team in the world right now. What the fuck does that mean when you've won nothing? Sorry, like what are we doing here? You've absolutely nothing to show for it other than a track record of shitting the bed when the pressure heats up a bit. This isn't even City's treble winners. This isn't even City's 4 in a row winners. This is a brand new evolution of Manchester City. I'm not throwing the towel in. I'm absolutely not throwing the towel in until you kind of go, right, we really have gone and done it this time where we've put ourselves out of the race. For now. That's not to say we're done forever. But to be saying things like Rodri's finished, he's not coming back. If Haaland doesn't score, we don't win the league or we don't win games. There's obvious issues there, but none of these issues are detrimental. They're just not. None of them are going to cause you to collapse entirely. There's no massive hole in the team where you go, this is the major problem. This is the reason it's happening. These are tweaks. Yeah. These are just tweaks. These are minor tweaks that need happening. And like I say, if you've been following Manchester City for 5+ years, we've been saying the same thing for years. Pep needs to tweak this. He needs to tweak that. And what does the fucker always do? He always tweaks it and it works. So why are we sitting here not getting behind him? Why are we not sitting here saying, we trust the man who's done it a million times before to fix it? Like, how are you giving up that easily? How are you just saying Arsenal have won the league? What is it, 12 games in? Man, it blows my mind. It pisses me off.
Yeah, I agree with the guys in the chat here. A couple of them were saying, at this point, no. Yeah, and I agree. Yeah, if it starts to get double figures, then I think at that point, because I don't think, give credit where credit's due to Arsenal, right? I don't think Arsenal would bottle like another big lead again. I think they've learned. I think they've matured as a team. I think the signing of Zubimendi, Declan Rice, maturity there. Saka, I think the manager has matured as well. I don't think you can give them, like, let's not take the piss here. Yeah, they're a good team, innit? You know what I'm saying? I know they've not won anything yet, but they are a good
Horrible
team.
To watch, bro. Horrible to watch.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Nasty. But here's the thing, yeah. I at 7 points, 8 points, maybe even 9 points, I'll back it. I think as soon as you get to double figures, I think that's
I still think 10 is doable. I still back it at 10.
If you think about 10, right? So 10, you beat them at the Emirates, you beat them at the Etihad, so now it's 7. Yeah. So it's 3 games extra that you need to,
Yeah, but bro, the thing is, like, you're thinking about these games because in your head you've watched Arsenal play between September and November, and they look somewhat like unbreakable. You know what I mean? But and we know, and it's so you have to force yourself to cast your mind back that the games between March and May are different. They're not like games at the start of the season. And I've had to remind myself this so many times that, like, it's different competition when you get to March and May, when you have the teams fighting relegation, you have the teams who have a sniff at Europe and they start trying that bit harder because their own bonuses start coming to question and what they could potentially do. And then they have to go to Tottenham. They have to come to our place. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've played Liverpool. Like, there's way too much water to go under the bridge and too many potential twists and turns. Like, at 10 points, yeah, it's a lot. Like, it's far from ideal, but is it undoable? No, it's not. And if there's anyone in the world capable of doing it, it's Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, so, no, I agree with that. I just think at 10 points for me, I think 10 points it's difficult. It's difficult at that point. Which is why now, you know what I mean? You've got we now do have to go on a run, and we've got fixtures. There's no excuses now, you know what I mean? Like, bro, you drop points against Leeds or Fulham or even Sunderland. I know Sunderland are playing well this year, but fucking hell, you're 7 points behind Arsenal. You can't drop points to Sunderland and then come out and go, well, fair, Sunderland are a good team. Nah, like you need to fucking win these games now, because that's the position that we're in, because we've already lost 4 matches, in the season already. So, there's no excuses now. The team's under pressure, but at the same time, the players and the manager know that there's nothing else now in these next 7 games that we can really accept other than wins. Unless obviously Arsenal's just going a massive crumble, which is very unlikely. But listen, let me come to some of these chats, man. I smash these likes up on the way in, boys, as well, if you've not done so already. Big up LB in the chat, says, LB, how much have you been cooked today? To be honest, bro, because Liverpool, not really, bro, because Liverpool got beat 3-0 and Spurs got beat 4-1. I've kind of like, bro, I can't lie, man. I've kind of like been saved a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So, not even that bad, to be honest with you. I can't lie.
But it's no shame going to St James's Park and not winning. In my opinion,
it's a difficult place to play, man, and they were fucking right. You know what's kind of annoying, right? And I've got all my hands upset. My opinion on this was wrong, but before the international break, I remember people saying, "Oh, LB, I wish we didn't have this international break and kept it rolling." And I was like, "Nah, I kind of like it because it allows us to sort of bask in this form and the win against Liverpool." But what I didn't think about, I was thinking too much about City. What I didn't think about was that international break gives Newcastle that time to breathe, relax, chill, get back together, regroup, and then put in that performance. And it was defo an L, man. If we would have played Newcastle like 4 days after the Liverpool game, it's probably a different result, man. I can't lie. Big got AK says, when Savio and Bob come on, we lose all threat. Well, listen, we've spoke about Savio a lot. Everyone's got their opinion on him.
What's your opinion, bro? I've not watched any of your post-match content. What do you think on the guy at the minute?
So my starting position with Savio was that I really like him, obviously, all the tweets in the summer. I didn't want him to go initially, right? I think he's going to be a top player. I think he's got good technical ability. And I think he needed a time. I think if you buy a young player, you got to give him time. That's why I don't really like buying project players, right? But I've said this before, I'll say it again. I think that what happened in the summer with the whole transfer saga, either him or his agent probably thought they were being clever. And I think it is massively backfired. He's then got another contract, which he 100% did not deserve based off of last season. And I just think that he burned a lot of sort of like respect from some City fans. And I always say, bro, when you start seeing match day fans, season ticket holders get on your case, you're in trouble. You're in trouble, because I always say this, right? But obviously, season ticket holders, match day fans, you've got them until you do something stupid. Bro, I'm seeing like, Amos is cooking this guy. Fucking hell, I should have messaged him.
Amos, the most positive man in the world as well.
Like, bro, Amos, bro, I seen him cooking him on Saturday, and I'm like, Amos.
Yeah, no, bro.
And like, when you got people like this who were like mad positive, and like, I can't remember the last time I heard this guy say anything bad about a player or a football club. And I'm like, yo, this is, and I'm seeing like fucking the 50-year-old unks on, season ticket holders who've been going to City for like 40 years. Like, again, never say a bad word about anyone. These guys are on Twitter. Not all of them, of course, but some of these guys are on Twitter saying, don't fucking see this guy as a proper player. I think he's shit, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Now, so basically, to answer your question, I think the guy's done. And I think they're done, yeah. And I'm a bit gutted because I like him and I think he's good. I think he is a good player. But I think what happened in the summer was bad, because what he did was invite pressure because of the numbers that were spoke about with the fee. And it was like 70 million. And then City rejected the fee, apparently, Well, obviously, it did default. City blocked the transfer, right? We don't know what the fee was, but we know what the fee was roughly about, City blocked the transfer. Then all of a sudden, people are like, yo, this guy's meant to be a 50, 60 million pound player. He wanted to go to Spurs. He's got this new contract, and now it's like, and he just ain't playing like that at all. So I think the guy's done. I think he'll be sold in the summer.
See,
I think
see
he'll
with
be sold in the
Savio,
summer.
yeah, like I think
And I'm
I'm
kind of gutted.
generally same, bro. Like, look, I'm
I
sitting
really
here.
liked him, man. I had high hopes for this guy, bro.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I invested in the guy. I did, and to a degree, there is a part of me kind of goes, all right, look, first, the guy's very young, and you have to give these guys time. But that's not the context. That's not the overall context. There's a lot more context now, which he has single-handedly brought into the equation, like the playing the whole transfer game to get a totally unwarranted new contract off the club. The club shit the bed. I don't understand that decision to give this guy a lengthy contract extension, undoubtedly on much better terms, when he's done absolutely nothing to deserve it. At least with Alvarez. Remember, Alvarez got a contract extension after like a
Yeah.
year being at the club.
He got
Because he's
I
bagging.
swear it was like
He was
6 months, bro. He got his.
Yeah, but he was bagging. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't getting his game, and he was still bagging. Remember, bloody the game. I think it was Notts Forest. Haaland scored a hat trick. We brought Alvarez on. Guy scores a hat trick as well. Like it was absurd stuff. This is what I'm saying. It's like, look, when you haven't got that target in your back of okay, you're now an 80 million pound player or 70 million pound player, you can relax in that I'm young and I'm developing and I'm learning. But once the numbers start get flown around, you can't avoid it. The pressure's on. The cooker's on. Do you know what I'm saying? So, it's games like Newcastle where you're coming off the bench and you're kind of going, you have to make a difference now. You have to be a difference maker for me. Like the chance he had where, was it a volley or a half volley, where he blazed it up into basically the away end of St. James's Park. That's the kind of chance where a Mahrez or a top winger who's a difference maker will come on and bury that. You put that into the bottom corner, you put it top bins. It's difficult, but whether you like it or not, I'm removing emotional here and sentimentality. The standard of Manchester City winger is and should be far greater than what Savinho is currently offering us. I need a winger that if you're coming off the bench, I have a good chance, I have a good feeling that if you get a chance or two, you're going to bury one.
Okay,
I
so let
can't
me
be
ask you a
going-
question. Because let me ask you a question. So I'm playing devil's advocate here, yeah. But the sort of argument to Savio is people are saying, well, hang on a minute, lads, yeah. Look at what Doku's doing in his 3rd year now. Look how much he's cooking. Yeah. Oh, he's smoking everybody. Yeah. Fucking one of our best players this season, right? They're saying, why don't we give Savinho that same time? Why not give him time? Because he might turn out like Doku. He might end up cooking. And that's some of the arguments that people are making, which is a fair argument, yeah. But, like, what's your opinion on that? Do you think that that is legit?
Bro, there's ample evidence of me saying Doku's shit for years. Like I did. Like what I do is I will call what I see. If it's not good enough when I see it, I'll say it. But I
Yeah.
never said we have to just get rid of Doku because he's not good. He's never going to be good enough. I never said that. And also, Doku never had the label of the guy's now an 80 million pound player. I want to see 80 million pounds. If you, as Manchester City Football Club board, are rejecting 70, 80 million pounds for a winger, you must feel he's worth 70, 80 million pounds. I want to see 70, 80 million pounds of value on the pitch. Okay. Now, look, if it's a case of, you bring on Savinho and Marmouche is already on and he does a few good things, and the game works out, you probably don't highlight it. But it's games like that where you're going to look at Savinho and go, you're coming off the bench in a game where we need a goal. Look, why are you coming off the bench if you're not going to contribute goals? Like, what are you doing here? Do you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Marmouche, that was a bad substitution from Pep Guardiola. He had to bring on Marmouche in that situation. He had to get him on the pitch. I don't care whether it's left wing, right wing, through the middle, beside Haaland, behind Haaland. He had to get Marmouche on the pitch, and he brings on a guy who we're all totally unsure of what his finishing ability really and truly is. So it's a totally frustrating one. And once again, I do not think he's good enough to play for Manchester City now. Right now, like I say, maybe in 12 months' time, he explodes and he finds his form, finds his confidence, because the guy clearly has ability. He 100% has ability, and it becomes what he was always meant to be, and that'll be great. But as of right now, I'm sorry, I hate to burst your bubble. I'm not bullying anyone here. I'm not going in on anyone. Look at what you're watching, and if, like I say, I'll say this again: if you're watching Manchester City for 5, 10, even 15 years. You'll know this guy is not contributing what a Manchester City winger should be contributing. Okay,
Let's see what happens, man. But
if we don't win this league off the back
yeah.
of if we don't win this league off the back of not enough players aren't scoring goals to supplement Haaland, well then you have to look at the board and go, well, you've retained a lot of players who don't score goals. You were offered money which you could have reinvested to buy players that will go and score goals. My opinion is next summer we buy a bad boy winger from somewhere. I don't know exactly who it would be. Obviously, I have my preferences. I think we buy a bad boy winger, and either one of Savio or Bob kind of gets phased out and ends up finding themselves somewhere.
I think one of them has to go.
One
I
of
think
them.
you have
It'll be one of them.
you have to get rid of one of them too, in my opinion, and bring someone in, man. But let's see. Hopefully, listen. I think you should hope that he turns it around. I don't think anyone should hope that the guy is shit. You know what I mean? I hope Savio does turn it around. I think he's got the natural ability to turn it around. I do think he's low on confidence.
He's
but
talented, bro. He's very talented.
He's very. I think he is talented. Yeah, I think he is talented. I think he's very, very talented. Listen, I watched him at Girona a lot that season. Yeah, I did a lot of watch-alongs. Yeah, and not even chatting shit. All the watch-alongs are there. Some of you guys in the chat would have been on him. And when he was there, playing with less pressure, yeah, the guy was cooking, bro. Like, I remember watching him thinking, this guy's fucking mega. Yeah, and then we sat, and I just think he feels a little bit of pressure, a little bit low on confidence, and you can see that in his performances. I'm hoping, yeah, that he can turn it around. But I'll be honest, I don't think he will.
This is why just having ability and just having talent isn't good enough to cut it at Manchester City all the time. There's like ability, talent, and skills and all this kind of stuff is probably like 60% of what is required to play for City. There's massive pressure, there's massive expectation, and there's massive boots to fill because your predecessor was probably a bad man, like Riyad Mahrez. You know, was Mahrez not number 26 and Savio's was number 26? Like, I know it's not his fault, but it's big fucking shoes to fill. So the City fans who are watching bad boy wingers and bad boy goal scorers for years now, genuine years now, kind of going, right, who's the next boy that's going to come in and be our killer? So in the like, look, if we'd still been watching shit for the last 10 years, you might look at Savio and go, geez, this guy's exciting. You know, you have a totally different perspective. But when you're used to Mahrez's, Sané's, Sterling's, even Gabriel Jesus to an extent, the guy would chip in, you know, a decent amount. Who else was there? There was plenty of them. But, you know what I mean, bro? Like, we're used to something. So you kind of want to maintain that. And Pep's always have bad boy wingers. So that's why I think he will go to Hugo Viana this summer and say, I like the kids that I have at the minute, the young lads. One of them probably has to go, and I need you to get me a killer. I want a bad boy to come in.
Nah, I agree. And a lot of people have said this in the chat, and I think you're right. I think a lot of it, and someone said it, and I think it might have been Snoopy or someone in the chat a minute ago and said, how come Doku didn't really get this last year when it was his second year? Well, first of all, I think Doku, first of all, well, there's a couple of reasons. First of all, I think Doku did get a lot of shit last year, if I'm being completely honest with you. But Doku didn't have this, I want to leave, I might want to go to Spurs, I've got this £70 million price tag. Or he was like, yo, in his YouTube video at the start of the season, he was like, I ain't been great. I've not been good enough in the first 2 years. I'm going to perform. And like, the thing is, no one knows who that was driven by with Savinho. Was it him or was it his agent? Has he been badly advised? Yeah. Did you know what I mean? And then he's posting all that. I tell you what, it doesn't help him. Yeah. And he can take his own responsibility for this as well. Yeah. Those Instagram posts in the summer, mate, when all this shit was going down. Yeah. Mate, what the fuck are you doing, mate? Like, come on. Like, we're all sitting here thinking, is he coming? Is he going? Is he staying? Like, what's going on? Are we getting 70 mil? Are we making moves? What's going on? And he's putting all these fucking pictures, picture of a fucking pool table on a fucking picture of him in the, and it's kind of like, mate, again, like, he needed someone around him in the summer to say, cut the crap out, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyway, that's my opinion. You don't have to agree. Let me have a look at some of these chats, man. Big up MN says Esteval's been better than Savinho. Esteval's a fucking baller, bro. He's fucking unbelievable, mate.
I like him a lot, Esteval, man. He's a proper winger.
Yeah, he's fucking cold, bro. It's a shocker that we didn't sell Savinho for 75 mil. One of the worst deals ever. Good thing is we are offering him a new and improved deal. Well, he's already got it, bro. Yeah,
that has to be sarcasm. That has to be sarcasm.
He's already fucking got it. This Savinho on the left gimmick has to end. He's always better on the right. I'm not even asked at the moment. Yeah, I just want him to see him play well, bro. If he's on the left, he's on the left. If he's on the right, he's on the right. Yeah.
Do you start him tomorrow night?
Yeah, I do. I do start.
Yeah, I do too. I know. I'll just absolutely rinse the guy for the last 10 minutes, but I still start him tomorrow night.
I think you have to. You don't have to. You don't have to. I think you've got to try and like. I think you've got to try and help him as much as you can and give it. You know what? Because what it is yeah, you try to create an environment or a situation where it's like, bro, I've done everything possible. I've played you on the left. I've played you on the right. I've started you. I brought you off the bench in games where I need an input. I think you've got to try. And some people in the chat say, absolutely, no, you don't, LB. Like, you're chatting shit. He only has to play if he's playing well. Fair play, yeah, if that's your opinion. My opinion is a young player. He's low. I believe he's low on confidence, right? I'd get him in the team tomorrow. He's done all right in the Champions League when he's played. Get him in the team, and let's see if he can deliver. And then what I would do, yeah, if he does play well tomorrow, play him against Leeds. Yeah, I've spoke about this before. Some football players have the ability where they can play a couple of games, play well, and then you can drop them, and then you play him the week after. It don't affect him. Mahrez. It's not Mahrez, yeah? Mahrez did that all the time. How many times did Mahrez got a hat trick, I think, twice or maybe 3 times. Next game, benched. Yeah, no problem. Next game is it. Don't affect him. Some players can't do that. If they're playing well and you drop them, they're like, yo, why are you dropping me? I just played well. What did I do? And then you asked it to get all this like overcomplication. Play Savio tomorrow. Let's hope he does well. And if he does well, play him against Leeds on Saturday as well. Just I know it sounds kind of like patronising and that. And like, it's only because I'm a fucking bot. I don't know how to speak properly. But it's kind of like you're almost rewarding him, innit? With, oh, you play well, you play the next game. Do you get me? So that's what I would do personally. But if the problem that you've got, bro, is if you play him tomorrow and he doesn't play well, then I think he's going to get absolutely fucking rinsed, bro. That's my.
I think he's on the ropes right now in terms of like just being totally down and out. You know, like another. I don't know. Maybe on the flip side, you may even have to take him out of the team entirely for a couple of weeks and just let him regroup and get back to being himself, because this has been a heavy week for him of people that the spotlight being on him. So I don't know, because like I say, if he plays tomorrow and it's more the same, people will really lose their patience. So I don't know how you protect the guy. I don't want anything bad to happen to him. I don't wish the worst on him. I support him and I back him and I want him to come good. I want to sit here in a couple months and go, wow, the kid's really exploded, or he's really turned the corner and he's found himself. That's what we all want. Like, that's what you should all want. You shouldn't have agendas that are based around genuinely just hating on one player. You can hate on his performances and you can criticize performances, but at the end of the day, we should all be sitting here wanting him to come good. If he's going to play tomorrow, I want to see him on the right-hand side. And that's not specifically based off the theory that he's always played his best football off the right. It's part of it. But also, I think Doku or Marmoush should play on the left at this point. Preferably at this point for me, Marmoush. I need to see Omar Marmoush back in this team. I need Omar Marmoush to be given time, and I need Omar Marmoush to be scoring goals. He's probably, after Haaland, the most guaranteed goals in the squad. So play it. You know, we're all sitting here saying, people, oh, no one scores goals but Haaland. You have a bagsman right there. So he needs to get in the team, find a way from him. And he's proven he'll score goals through the middle, on the left. So I need him to play. So if Savio is to play him on the right. Fine. Do you know what I mean?
No, I hear it, man. I hear it. What other topics did you have? You wanted to speak about Savio. Did you want to speak about anything else in particular?
Don't know off the top of my head now.
That's facts, by the way. Make sure you spamming Marmoush out before the AFCON.
Yeah, do, man. Marmoush. People sleep on Marmoush a little bit, man. Honest to God, he's such a killer, and he's so he could be like, if given the time and the understanding of his role in the squad, he could just be another Alvarez. He could. Alvarez was guaranteed goals to an extent. You give Marmoush the right understanding of his role, the right understanding of where he needs to be and what he needs to do when he comes on, and it clicks.
But where do you play him? Because you can't play him on the left because Doku's killing it right now.
If I was to play him on the left, in theory, forget Doku exists for 1 sec, I'd probably play him in a similar way to the way Doku does. Obviously, Doku does his own thing in a very unique way, but if you can get Marmoush through the middle in those shooting areas around the edge of the D, the guy's bags, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a killer from distance as well. We've seen him do it multiple times now, both for City and for Frankfurt. If you watch his reels, the guy has an eye for goal. There's too many players in this team right now who probably don't have it in them or the confidence or the mentality right now to take these shots from distance and pull it off. He will.
Mhm.
He has the mentality for it. I play him off the left and I'd give him that kind of license to move in a little bit, bring the full
But
back
then
with
what you
him.
doing with Doku though?
Well, this is it. This is the conundrum, and it's a nice conundrum. It's not something that you should be sitting here going, "Oh fuck, I have to make this decision." It's nice that I think you have two players who, in my opinion, warrant the start of the team. Obviously, like I don't know, could you play Doku on the right and still do the same role he does now?
Nah, I don't want to be fucking about with Doku. Listen, bro. Yeah, listen. I've waited over 2 years for consistent performances from Jeremy Doku. I've waited over 2 years for Jeremy Doku to connect to Erling Haaland with passes when people have been telling me that it doesn't matter. Yeah, absolutely lying through the teeth, saying, "Don't that doesn't matter that he doesn't create any chances for the best striker in the world." We're now getting it. I ain't fucking I ain't fucking changing nothing, bro, with Jeremy Doku, yeah? I want him on the left-hand side, yeah? Keep him there. Don't fuck about. And that's my problem with my issues. Where would you then play him? Do you play him as a midfielder? Because we played Alvarez as a midfielder a lot at times. He was the attacking midfielder, and then we played Foden on the left or Foden on the right. So maybe you do that or something. I don't know. But
He needs to find a way to get Marmoush, Haaland, Doku, and Cherki into the team at the same time. He needs to find a way to get the four of them in there. I don't know how you do it, but there's a reason that guy's paid the big bucks, and there's a reason he has the reputation he does. He needs to find a way. And look, if that means they don't all start the game, but there's an obvious plan as to when they're coming on and how they're going to come on, that would make more sense. That was often the thing with Alvarez. You knew when he was coming on, he had a very specific role when he was coming on. It wasn't a case of he's just been thrown out into one position and told, make do. You knew what he was coming on for, and you knew exactly what he was going to bring to the team. With Marmoush, they need to find a way to do that too. I don't know. Do you? I like the idea of seeing two up top in a weird way.
yeah, I was going to say, could you play, yeah, Rodri or Nico, whatever. There's a couple of different solutions, right? So you got Doku on the left, Haaland up top, right? And then you got basically three players in it. You got your right winger, yeah. You've got your is it four? Yeah, left winger, Doku, Haaland striker, and then you got your three midfielders, yeah, and a right winger. So could you play that Cherky right wing, Rodri or Nico, CDM, Foden in the 8, and then Marmoush as the attacking striker, yeah, but you push him up next to Haaland, get him close. It's almost sort of like a second striker, yeah. And then you took Jerkin off the right, and then you bomb down Nunes down the right side. Do you want me to get up? I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Can you picture it in your head on that?
My brain can't compute that. I'm sure it makes sense to some capacity, but I can't see it. I don't know. I think Marmoush through the middle isn't a bad shout.
This is what I'm talking about, yeah. Again, I'm just throwing this out as an idea, yeah. Don't cook me if it's dead, right? So you got your Haaland here, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you got your Doku here.
Mm.
You got your Cherky here. Because if you say no to this, yeah, then you can't play them all. You're gonna have to drop one. That's my point. Let's just say Rodri, yeah. Just say Rodri for now, yeah. But obviously that can be Nico if you want to. Foden. Right.
Okay, I know what you're doing. Yeah, I know what you're doing.
So basically, what I'm sort of suggesting is here, yeah. And again, I don't know if this is gonna work, right?
Super attacking, like super attacking.
So you have Rodri here, right?
Yeah.
And then you have sort of like Foden that you push him up as sort of like a second striker, get him close, knockdowns and that. That's where I want Marmoush back here. You know what I mean? Knockdowns, bang. You know what I mean? That's what it's about, yeah. You got Doku in the middle, Cherky there, yeah. Foden doing that, and then you might have to maybe invert Nico O'Reilly or Reinhard Nori into the middle or some shit. I don't know. What do you reckon? Does that work?
I think you could see that, and I would like to see that, but Pep doesn't do it. I think Pep changes Cherky to Bernardo in that situation.
And then maybe like you push him in there like that.
No, I like that. It's super attacking. It's super aggressive, and on paper it has a lot of threat. But I think Pep, knowing him, he changes Cherky to Bernardo in that situation.
Yeah, and maybe have Foden as like the fucking guy there. I mean, we kind of play a version of this system anyway.
I went what then? What Diaz and Vardy are behind
This
them?
is kind of what we've done quite a lot anyway. With 2 at the back, Nunes has pushed into the sort of midfield here with O'Reilly, and then we've had this would be Nico Gonzalez, and then you've got this would be Bernardo Silva, and this would be Foden. So we've kind of been playing this sort of formation anyway in a lot of games. So I don't know why people are losing the shit in the chat anyway. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think you got to try some. I think you're right. I think Marmoush. We need to try and get Marmoush into the side somehow, because you've got to score fucking goals, and you can't be in a situation for me where if Haaland doesn't score, we don't win, because that's what's happened 3 times this season. Tottenham didn't
Yeah.
score, didn't win. Villa, Haaland didn't score, didn't win. Yeah, Saturday, Haaland didn't score, City didn't win. So we do need to sort that. So for me, yeah, you've got to try and get Marmoush into the team, man. But I don't know what he's going to do, mate. And obviously, Marmoush goes anyway in less than a month. He goes in like 3 weeks to fucking AFCON. So
But then do you think there's that's part of the reason why Pep's not playing? He's like, look, he's not going to be here for a little while
nah,
anyway. So let's
nah,
get used to not having him.
I don't think. No, I don't think so. I don't think Pep looks at AFCON and thinks, right, I'm not going to play you because you're not going to be here in a month. Like I think he doesn't play you because for that game he doesn't think you're right for that game. Yeah, that's why.
I think he starts tomorrow. I think Pep will look out and go against
Yeah.
Leverkusen in Germany, a team from a league that Marmoush knows really well.
Yeah, I
He
agree.
probably cooked against. I think this is like perfect reintroduction to the starting 11 for Omar Marmoush. If he doesn't start him tomorrow, there's something wrong for me. There's something that we don't know about is going on, because it's perfect, absolutely perfect. Like when we saw Wirtz cooked against was it Frankfurt a couple weeks ago for Liverpool. He got a couple of assists because he's playing against a team that he's familiar with. He's playing against a team from a league he's familiar with. It was comfortable settings for him. So not that I think Marmoush needs that. I don't think he needs to be coddled back into the team, but it seems like an obvious, way to go about it, in my opinion.
Nah, I hear it, man. Let's have a look at some of you guys are saying in the chat.
Would you drop Haaland tomorrow?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't drop him. I think tomorrow is a game that you go out, you don't fuck about too much, yeah. But starting Marmoush and Savio, like, bro, that's like £90 million worth of player. Because I think tomorrow, if you win tomorrow, I think that all but seals the deal. I think that puts us on 13 points, and in my opinion, that would mean that you need 4 points out of your last 3 games, and you've got to play Bodo Glimt and Galatasaray. Yeah. So it almost allows you to fuck the Real Madrid game off. So no, I think you need to go out and try and win tomorrow. So I won't be resting Haaland, but I probably would rest him against Real Madrid. I know he probably want to play. I know a lot of the players will probably want to play, but
I think Pep goes full strength in the Bernabeu. I think it's a personal
if you win
one.
Tomorrow, if you win, so basically I think we should target 17 points, right? Because it was 16 last year. So you want a swerve goal difference, 17, right? That's pretty reasonable. Yeah. If you win tomorrow, you're on 13. So you need 4 points out of 3 games. You play Bodo Glimt and Galatasaray. Like, I'm not being funny, mate, but like if you can't get 4 points out of Bodo Glimt, Galatasaray, we might not even. No point in even entering the fucking knockout stages. You know what I'm saying? So based on that, the Real Madrid game kind of becomes a bit fucking irrelevant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd like to beat. I think he wants to beat Real Madrid.
Oh,
it's a
me, man.
It's a statement game.
Of course, yeah, it's a state. I want to win. I'd love to win, but at the same time, you got to box clever. We're fighting in the Premier League here. We just spent 20 minutes before speaking about the fact, yeah, that we cannot afford to drop any points in the Premier League whatsoever. So
yeah, but you're also saying start Savio against Leeds. Like I wouldn't do that either. Do you know what I mean? That's Premier
but
League.
if Savio can't start at home against Leeds, we might as well just all accept that he's finished.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. If you can't start Marmoush ahead of Haaland up top against Leverkusen in the Champions League, with all due respect to Leverkusen, I would expect Marmoush to do well tomorrow. You have to find it. You have to find methods to get Haaland on the bench and rest the guy. He's playing stupid amount of football right now.
Yeah. I see what you guys are saying in the chat, man. What are you guys saying? We need the goal difference. Rest him tomorrow because he'll have to play Brentford in the Carabao. Uh, what else you guys saying? LB thoughts on Foden's bang average season so far at the Prem? I don't know, man. I think Foden's had I don't know, he's had a bit of a weird season, man. He's had like some really good games, had some average games, had a couple poor games, but I don't know. Maybe we need to start seeing some like real consistency now. But I thought he was really bad in the second half. But then Nobbins didn't agree. What did you think? I thought Foden in the second half was really, really bad. But Nobbins this morning said, no, he thought he was decent. I thought he was awful in the second half.
He just didn't do anything for me. He's just non-existent. I think when he missed that opportunity from like 6-7 yards out, where he really should have scored, I think it knocked the stuffing out of him. I don't know. Maybe he's a bit fragile right now, you know, with the whole confidence thing. He looks a bit like that because, as you say, some weeks he looks mega, and you're thinking Foden's back because he did cook in quite a few games over the past few months, and then he'll kind of go missing a little bit, and you're going, you know, where are you, mate? So I don't know. Like I didn't notice him in the second half, to be honest. But he really should have scored that one. You know that one chance I'm talking about, bro. He really should have scored that.
Yeah, no. I know. We had mad chances. I can't believe the chances we missed. I come away from the game thinking, I don't think I've watched City before have such amazing chances and not score them. That first half, we could have scored 4 goals. Like legit, not even half chances, like legit full drillers. You know what I mean? It was a madness. Anyway, let's see what else you guys saying. Start my move, said a docu sub my yeah. Anything else, boys, you wanted to cover before we wrap it up, man? Or nah?
Are you more confident now about the Champions League than the Premier League? We were talking about this in work today, and a lot of people think City are more built at the minute to win the Champions League than the Premier League. I couldn't make my mind up.
Maybe. I think if you want my honest opinion, I think Rodri is a big part of the Champions League. I think we need Rodri firing, man. Yeah, I think we need Rodri firing. I don't know, man. I feel like Champions League, you've got to have the brains. You've got to have the football brains. And I look at the team and I see a lot of players who maybe don't have the football brains yet. Because maybe they're young, you know what I mean? And you need... I mean, I always go back to the treble year, right? Because it's when we won it. But look at the players that were on the pitch that day in terms of like knowledge and experience. You know, you had Kyle Walker, John Stones, Diaz, Ake, Rodri, Gundogan, De Bruyne. Do you know what I mean? Jack Grealish was like 28 at the time. Bernardo Silva. Like we had experience everywhere, and we had players that knew how to handle occasions. And I'm looking at it now, and I'm thinking, well, you got Doku, still only 22. You know, you got Savinho or Bob or even Cherky on the other side, who are young. Nico, young. Foden is now like in the starting 11. Is he ready in a Champions League final? I know he come off the bench in the last one. You look at the back line, Nunes, has he got the brains? Pep Guardiola said he didn't have the brains to play midfield. Nico O'Reilly, 20 easy. So, you know, but then to compensate, you know, you've got Donnarumma. Diaz has won it. Rodri's won it. Haaland's won it.
Foden.
I don't know, man. It's a tricky one for me, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I still think as well that our record against big teams just is not good, bro. Still, you know what I mean? It's still not ideal. I'm not sure. I don't think we have what it takes, if I'm being honest with you, in the Champions League. I don't know. It's fucking weird, bro. Like, I've just seen this season too many games or too many situations where we've just done like kind of dumb shit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh man, that's dumb. That, you know what I mean? And it's you can't do that in the Champions League. You get punished. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But listen, in the Champions League, it's a one-off game, innit? So anything can happen. Literally,
I think if you can swerve that qualifier round, you give yourself a decent chance. I think that qualifier round is a bit of a pain in the arse, man.
I definitely think we need Rodri back for it, though. I don't think you're gonna win it without Rodri.
I think Pep's building towards that, isn't he? Like Rodri's been fit for a little while. He's just not rushing him back. It's like, do you remember what wasn't the treble season, was it, or was the 4 in a row season? Diaz was fit for ages. And everyone's like, why is he not playing Ruben Diaz? Why is he not playing Ruben Diaz? He gave him that little bit longer. And Diaz came back and was the man for a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? Towards the end of the season. So I think he's doing that with Rodri. And you have to be grateful to Nico G for that because he's done a great job. But I think he's holding Rodri back that little bit longer, seeing how much longer he can get a rest in him, and then boom, Champions League last 16, Premier League. Hopefully, we're still thereabouts. It's game on. It'll be like it'll reinvigorate the whole team. Everyone's gonna go, damn, the big dog's back. Even the fans will feel differently. Like so, these are little.
We got to manage
comforts.
Rodri better though than we did when he come back last time. That was fucking
Well,
stupid.
we know we will though because we got Nico G now. So we absolutely will. Like what last time he came back, we didn't know what we had, didn't know what cards we had to play. We know Nico G's capable of taking that role at least temporarily or when needs be. So we're in a better position, bro. We're in a much better position. You know. Like
I know what now, I definitely want to see Rodri Nico in at least one game just to test it out. I want to see that, man, because I'm coming up against these physical.
Too defensive for me, man.
Nah, it's not, bro. Nico Gonzalez is naturally an 8,
bro. Yeah, but he's not a creator. But
we've not seen him at Manchester City in those creative positions because he's been playing.
Because there's better players forward. There's better players forward. That's why.
I just want to see it, bro. I need to see that. The Premier League is so physical now. It's like mad physical. Everyone's like got these fucking brutes in midfield, and we've got fucking Bernardo, bless him, and that like running around and trying to get stuck in. But the guy's like 5'10" or whatever. You know what I mean? And you got these like 6'3" Joe Linton monsters kicking the shit out of everyone on the pitch. Yeah, and I'm just like, I just want to test it out, man. It might not work in it. It might not work yet, but you're telling me you're not even going to willing to test it.
I am, because obviously you see Zubimendi and Rice do it quite successfully for Arsenal. So I mean, look, I wouldn't be fuming. I wouldn't be going, oh, like I hate this and I don't, and this is bad. Like we're gonna suffer off the back of this, but it just doesn't feel very Pep-esque. Now, look, I get things are changing, but it just doesn't feel like Pep's not the guy to put two big men in midfield who are, you know, physical beasts, and it just feels too detached from Pep Guardiola philosophy.
Was Pep Guardiola the type of manager to play 4 centre backs in the treble year? He changes, bro. He adapts. That's why he's fucking won so much shit, because he can adapt, and he does adapt, and he changes his style and that. And I think he knows that the Premier League is mad physical now. Yeah, Viana said in the interview with Pep Guardiola with Tiki when Tiki left, he said like we're looking at physical players now for the Premier League. Like you gotta have physicality. Yeah. Which kind of mad because anyway, and signed Reinders, but anyway, that's a different point. I think the club know you have to have physicality. Yeah, the players need to be physical because this league is the most physical it's been for a long time. Yeah, like 4 or 5 years ago, everyone was trying to play techie football, man. Everyone was trying to copy Pep. Yeah, trying to play techie football. Yeah, and bro, you can't out tech. Yeah, you can't. The best team will all, and that's why we always fucked Arsenal over, because they played the exact same brand of football as us, played techie football, but we had better players and a better manager. We always cooked them. So what did they have to do? They had to embrace haram, innit, and start going haram football, and that's how they've been getting a bit of success about us. They changed. Yeah, when they first started coming to the Etihad under fucking Arteta, trying to play techie football, we battered them every time. Because, you know, it's fire with fire. The bigger fire is going to win every single time. So, and now what's happened is, I think what's happened is, these managers have realised that, we can't keep doing this. We can't keep playing this techie football because Pep will just cook us every time. We got to find a way to overcome that. So what have they done? They've gone, let's go pace and power, innit? And that's why you get all these fucking guys, these absolute rapid geezers on the wing. Yeah, pace, power. And that's why I've made saying that Newcastle midfield is probably the best midfield in the fucking league right now, because it's just fucking mega.
Well, they're the original like bomb squad midfield, aren't they? Like in this new era of Premier League midfield, new era of Premier League style. Like they were the first boys to say we're putting out 3 bad men in the middle of the park. So
yeah, facts.
Yeah, try and fight them all you want. I don't know. Look, yeah, I'd be open to seeing it. But I don't know. It just feels so far removed from what we're used to. But I guess that's what's happening to football now, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Nah, facts. Right, sweet, man. Listen, boys, I'll leave it there, man. We're waiting on Saeed Bingo. Listen.
Yeah, bro, you got to do it, man. For the people, for the culture.
I've not done it for a while, bro, to be honest with you. Because they've won a few games, innit? You know what I'm saying? So
is he still chilling with those biryani guys?
Yeah, not every time, but sometimes. Yeah, I think people were saying he didn't do a watch along. He must have been at the game tonight, innit? But
Oh yeah, he goes to the game. He'll be doing a fan cam in the car park. That's where he'll be.
yeah, be fighting people in the car park, innit? All right, and sound, yeah, chat. I'll do it, man. I'll
Oh,
do
the
it.
thing
I'll
is,
do
he
it.
doesn't fight people in the car park, bro. I've been at United away the last like 5 years in a row, and I always go around to the car park to him after the game. Everyone loves him, bro. They all love him, even when they lose. Like he gets people come up to him and ask him for photos and high fiving him. Like he's treated very well around there to be fair to him, which is nice. He's just funny as fuck, Saeed, man. He's one of the funniest guys in the game.
Nah, facts, man, facts. Right, boys. Well, listen, we'll leave it there, man. Good convo, bro. I enjoyed that chat. That was nice. And that's it. I can move it on. I can leave it there. And that's why this part of the year is mint. Because when you lose a game, you talk about it for a day or 2 days, and then you start talking about the next one because it's rapid. Yeah. This is why I always say these people who say, "Oh, it's better to not be in Europe because you can just focus on the Premier League." Chatting
Shut
shit,
up,
mate.
man.
Because if you
Shut
lose a
up,
game, like
Yeah,
Saeed now's got to sit on that loss now for a week.
yeah. Long week.
Yeah, I have to sit on my loss for 2 days, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, listen up. Big up to you boys, man. Make sure you guys smash up the likes. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. If you're watching on Twitter, then make sure you come over on YouTube and subscribe. It's LB, it's the YouTube channel. It's in my bio. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.